Hi, and welcome to this 10-minute gentle evening sunset yoga sequence. This is going to be an air element themed class, just inviting some gentle movements of the body to release all that no longer serves us before the end of your day. So if you're ready, grab some water, grab your mat, join me. So we're just going to start today in an easy seated pose. That can be cross-legged, maybe that can be a gentle butterfly pose, maybe that could be up into accomplished or even lotus pose. Close the eyes, bringing the drishti and focus inward. We're going to keep our hands rested on our knees, palms facing up, and join me in a gentle, natural breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You're going to make sure that you are seated on your sitting bones now, just doing a gentle wiggle side to side to make sure that is happening. We're going to lengthen that spine, imagine someone's pulling up from the crown of our head. And then the inhale, we're going to raise our hands above our head, bringing the hands together into prayer pose. Bring the hands down through the chakra line of the body, past the third eye chakra, throat chakra, down to the heart space. Then we're going to drop the hands down, bring our left hand to the mat, touching our fingertips, and we are going to bring our right hand up towards the sky and curve that lateral side of the body over into a lateral side stretch. Now, your arm might be all the way down here, it might be up here. Find what feels good on your body. Make sure we're not concaving that chest forward, but opening up, looking up to the sky if that feels good on your body. And then we're going to invite some movement into this pose. Stretching the lateral side of the body, opening the chest, inhaling as you raise, exhaling as you switch. And set your own pace here. What feels good for your body before you meet me back in center. So now we're going to bring the soles of our feet together into our seated butterfly pose. A couple of flaps up and down with the knees, mimicking those butterfly wings, just inviting some mobility into the hips here. Keep focused on your breath, make sure you're inhaling, exhaling, deeply in through the nose, and out through the mouth, or the nose. When you're ready, we are going to lengthen, tip our head a little bit towards the sky and hinging from the hips, coming forward towards the earth, grabbing onto the toes into our full butterfly pose. Just focus on the breath again here, really connecting to that sense of air today, so we want our focus to be on the breath. Inhaling all that we need, exhaling all that no longer serves us. Now, if you're up here in this pose, that's absolutely fine. If you're closer towards the feet, that's absolutely fine too. You can also put a pillow or a bolster over the feet here to relax the forehead onto if you need it. And when you're ready, vertebrae by vertebrae, leading with the chest, roll up, back up to seated. Now, we are going to come over to the length of our mat now, if you're not already there. We're going to plant the soles of the feet. Again, make sure that we are on the sit bones, and we're going to roll vertebrae by vertebrae down to the mat. Now we're going to keep those feet planted, draw them a little bit closer to the body. We can rest our hands, palms facing down on the mat, and we are just going to let the knees fall to the left, bringing them back up to center, and letting them fall again towards the right. Now I want you to find your own pace, your own rhythm with this movement. It might feel good to go really slow, keeping a bit of separation between the knees, or it might feel good to move the knees more together, bring them closer together, and introduce a little bit of speed into this motion. And this is great for just releasing the hips, and bring some mobility and relief to the knees. Remembering to breathe here, connecting to that air that's all around you. Feeling the coolness of the inhale in and the warmth as you exhale out. And then when you're ready, let's bring the knees in towards the chest. We're going to cup our hands underneath the knees and come into Upanasana, finding a gentle rock side to side here. Now, if it feels good, you can also pick the hands on the outside of the knees. But again, we're inviting some mobility and some motion into every pose here. And just to maximize our 10 minutes together today and help your body release all that it's been storing up through the day. And when you're ready, we're going to drop both soles of the feet down to the mat again. We're going to cross the right knee over the left. And we're going to send the arms out in a T-bar shape. Gently, right shoulder. I'm going to mirror, so look over my left. I'm going to drop your knees gently together down towards the left side while you look over your right shoulder gently. And I'm going to just swap around to this so that I'm mirroring you. Now, what you really want to focus on here is letting your feet and your knees really release into the earth. If that feels too intense, you can put a bolster underneath the left side just to support your knees. If that's not going deep enough, you can extend that top leg out to really go deeper into this spinal twist. This is great for the health of our spine. It builds flexibility and strength over time. It's really good for our spinal health in general. But the twisting motion is also good for our digestive system and detoxification of the body. So breathe deeper into it and let go. And let go to your own body. When you're ready, bringing the knees back up to center, uncross our feet, plant them both again, and then we are going to move on to the other side. So crossing your left knee over right now and dropping both knees down towards your right side as you look over your left shoulder. I just want you to enjoy this moment of silence, focusing on your breath. As you release into this modified spinal twist. When you're ready, we're going to bring the knees up to center. We are going to plant the soles of the feet to the earth. And in your own time, draw the knees once more into the chest. This time, try lifting your forehead up closer towards the knees, creating more compression before you stretch out and raise the arms above your head. Turning the fingertips, stretching the toes, feeling tension along the entirety of your body here in this pencil pose. Really lengthening and extending, and then using that motion of the arms, flexing the feet to sit yourself back up on the mat. Now, before we come to a close, we're going to come forward onto our hands and knees into tabletop position. Taking an inhale and an exhale, letting that, bringing those hips over your knees, bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders, keeping a neutral spine before we go into our cat-cow. So our feet are hip distance apart, front of the feet down on the mat. We are going to inhale and arch the spine looking up. We're going to exhale, draw the chin to the chest and curve the spine into our cat. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, back to your cat. And I want you to really find your own motion here, find your own pace. Inhaling and looking up, exhaling and rounding the spine. This pose is great for spinal health again. We're inviting that healthy movement, fluctuation and flow throughout the entire spine. We're also feeling it across the torso too. It can bring a real sense of opening up in the upper body. So if you've been sat around a lot today especially, it'd be really good for building healthy posture. And when you're ready, we're going to come back to neutral spine, and we are going to bring our toes together, widening our knees to each side of the mat, and then sitting back, our glutes to our heels, and walking the hands forward as we release our forehead to the mat. Modified extended child's pose. Adjust yourself here, feel what finds good, find what feels good on your entire body. So it could feel good to bring the knees closer together here and have more of a curvature in the spine, or it could feel good to open the legs to the side of the mat. Struggling to get the forehead down here, you can place a pillow or a bolster underneath the forehead. But most of our weight is actually rested in our glutes here. And this pose is just brilliant for the lower back in particular. We can also feel a real sense of release through the shoulders here, the shoulder blades, across the back muscles, and in the hips. Bring that focus back to your breath, inhaling in and exhaling out. When you're ready, we are going to roll forward to that tabletop pose again. Cross the ankles, roll yourself back to seated. Now just to finish our air element class today, we're going to come forward to the front of our mat, leaning forward, stretch that back out before we curve it vertebrae by vertebrae down into Asana. Opening, letting the feet open outwards naturally, letting your body feel heavy on the mat, feeling gravity really pulling down your physical to the ground. Arms are along the side of the body, palms facing upwards. We're not tilting the crown of the head back too much, keeping it naturally slightly pulled in towards the chest. If you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes. Turn your drishti, your gaze inward. And just bring your focus to the breath. With every inhale, I want you to envision breathing in a stream of golden light. And on your exhale, breathing out all that no longer serves you. Whatever colour the exhale might look like. Breathing in those gold particles, breathing out all that no longer serves you. Focus on letting every part of your body release to the ground. Think about where you're holding tension in your body. Let it go. Release it to the air. Now, if you'd like to stay here in your Savasana, I invite you to continue on with your practice. But if you're ready to come out and end our quick sunset stretch, bring some gentle movement first to the toes and the fingers, then the wrists and the ankles, then up into the knees, the hips, Bit of the shoulders, just invite a little bit of somatic wiggling into this practice here. When you're ready, roll over to your side and come back to seated. First of all, I want to thank you for joining me here today for this quick evening stretch. But I also want to take an opportunity to invite you to thank yourself for joining me here on the mat today, for doing something positive for your body, in your day, for you. You deserve it, and you should be proud of yourself. To bring our practice to a close today, we're going to bring our hands up to extended Samasthiti or prayer pose. Draw it down through the chakra line again, crown, the third eye, the throat, to the heart. And then bow down to ourselves as we say Namaste.